Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the evil in some cops and corrections officers. Now, a lot of you may not have ever encountered this in person. If you haven't, I'm very happy for you. Please avoid it. You don't want to see this shit. But I have seen this kind of evil in these officers, and it is fucking crazy. Some of these cops and some of these correction officers really enjoy hurting people. They take pleasure of it. They feel nothing. I've seen beatings so bad in jail and prisons where guards are 10 to 1 on an inmate, stomping the shit out of him, hitting him with elbows, fists, spraying them with mace, stomping their heads on the ground, breaking their ribs, knocking all their teeth out, destroying them, breaking their bones, their arms, their legs, throwing them down stairs, metal staircases. I've seen them smashing inmates headfirst into brick walls, all kinds of stuff. And they don't feel anything. They think it's justified. They think it's okay, and it's more than reasonable that they do that. For example, if an inmate just refuses to obey them, doesn't fucking jump at their command, or even disrespects them. Even if someone disrespects a cop or a guard, there's no fucking reason for them to do the kinds of things that they did. And when I was in those places, I would always pray to God that these things didn't happen to me. Not out of fear of me being killed there, because they were killing people. Not out of fear of the pain that I would have to endure, but because I knew that if that ever happened to me, no matter what, whenever I got out of prison, I would fucking hunt those motherfuckers down and kill them. Not just kill them in a nice, pleasant way with a bullet in the fucking head, but I would torture the fuck out of them. I would abuse the shit out of them for all the fucking abuse that they have done on others and that they would have done to me. Just punish them for their fucking evil. Because they are evil. There's no other explanation for that. You can't be human, a normal human, and not feel something when someone's begging for their life, crying, begging you to stop, and you just keep fucking doing it. That's not normal. And if it's a one-on-one thing and someone's the loser, which is always the case, that's different. But when it's 5-on-1 or 10-on-1 and you have all this fucking protection on and this guy's naked on the ground and you have all these weapons, that's not a fair fight no matter how anybody looks at it. It's fucked up. And a lot of these cops and guards are just sadistic. I believe that they have the fucking work of the devil in them. They are evil. And they go home to their wives and kids, and a lot of these guys abuse their fucking own children. They molest and rape their own fucking children because I see it in their eyes. They have no fucking soul, no good at all in them. They look and they wait for any fucking opportunity to hurt someone. And even if that opportunity doesn't come, sometimes they'll just make it up. They'll just make some shit up and completely lie in order to have their fun for the day. And they all cover up for each other. So I've heard often that not all cops are bad, not all guards are bad, there are good ones. The majority are good. And my answer to that is, if the majority of you are actually fucking good, then how the fuck could you allow that shit to happen? How the fuck could you watch that? Even if you're not participating, how could you be okay with working with people like that? Evil, sick motherfuckers like that. So the answer is, you're not good. None of you are fucking good to allow that shit. Knowing that that's happening and you keep your fucking mouth shut out of fear because you're too much of a fucking coward to step up and say something. You don't want to break tradition, code of silence of your fucking blue brotherhood there. You're a piece of shit just as well as the rest of them. It doesn't matter that you're not doing it yourself. You're just as fucking guilty. So there is no argument for some are good or most are good. I don't buy that shit. Because anyone who has any fucking real good and decency in them will put a stop to that shit. I don't give a fuck who's doing it. My coworker, my fucking brother, my father, whoever it is. I will fucking never allow that shit to happen. And they were actually killing people. and covering it up. Many times I've seen that happen, where they beat someone to near death. They're fucking barely hanging on to life. And they die in the next couple days, and the whole administration works together to cover it up with lie after lie and say he had a heart attack, he had a seizure, this happened, that happened. Bullshit. Bullshit. Even if those things actually did happen, none of them would have had you not beat the fuck out of him and stomped them out. Never would have happened in the first place. So, again, guys, I'm sharing this for those of you who are not aware of this kind of person. There are fucking monsters out there. And they don't look any different than you or I. They look the same. So you're not going to be able to just identify them by their looks alone. They don't look like monsters, but they are.
Hey, ABOUD, it's Frank.
And I never want to make this a racial thing, but at the end of the day, the majority of them are white. It is what it is. That's the facts. I'm not fucking creating this. That's the truth. So, do what you will with this. Please leave your comments. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.